All right, I am back for our third and final video. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how you earn, what you have to invest to make this a business for yourself, and then also I'll explain to you how you can join. So like, what are your next steps? What is the team going to offer you? Why is this a team you want to join? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen really quick. All right. Because I like whenever I can see things. I just do better that way. So I just wanted to share this with you guys this way. Okay, so this is how this works financially. Hopefully you can still see me. You earn with Beachbody. And by the way, when you decide to join this team, this is a building team. We do have some coaches that are hobby coaches, but for the most part, our team is building and we are actively looking to increase our income because that means we are helping more people, simply put. The beauty of this business is that you are compensated based on the amount of people that you are able to help. And so the more people you help, the better you do financially. And so it's a win-win for everybody. So how do you earn? So just the most basic way you can earn. So like, let's say you sign up tonight and your mom wants to join in on this or whoever, you would send them a link and you would immediately make 25% back or more in commissions. You also earn through challenge pack bonuses. So you get a little bit more than 25% by selling a challenge pack. You can also earn through star diamond bonuses and just other bonuses in general. So I'm just going to go ahead and like completely break it down and be totally honest and authentic with you guys and explain to you my paycheck. So today's Thursday. We get paid on Thursdays. I'm recording this on a Thursday. And so I opened up my paycheck and I saw that I had earned X amount of dollars in commission. And then I had also earned $90 in bonuses. Okay, so what that means is I'm at diamond rank. So there's emerald and ruby and diamond. I'm at diamond rank. And so what that means is I'm earning cycle bonuses based on volume that my team has and just volume in general that my customers are ordering. So based on how much volume I have is how much bonus I get on top of the commissions that I've already earned. So that is extra money that I'm just getting that I'm not having to necessarily earn through commissions. It's residual income. When you hear that term residual income, that's the money that you make just because you are faithful to the business and you are faithful to help your coaches do a good job too. And so therefore you get extra bonus money on top of that. And I'll explain that a little bit more in our trainings. So how do you join? How does it work financially after that? So you begin your own health and fitness journey by buying a challenge pack. What that is, most of you, if you are in this group, you've probably already bought a challenge pack and you've probably been in our challenges before. And so what that means is you buy Shakeology and Beachbody On Demand bundled together, or you buy the Performance line and Beachbody On Demand bundled together. And so that challenge pack actually saves you money by bundling them together, and then it also waives your coach fee of $39.99. So some of you don't even know about this coach fee because it was probably waived if you are already a coach and signed up for that. But if not, then let's say you've already bought a challenge pack, you want to join, you'll sign up, you'll pay $39.99, and then that will be refunded to you because you bought a challenge pack. So it really pays to buy a challenge pack if you are going to sign up to be a coach, because then you get what you need to start your own health and fitness journey, and that fee is waived, so you're not just spending useless money there. Okay, you also receive 25% off all products. So what that means is my Shakeology, which would be over $130 if I were not a coach each month, I get it for $105.43 every single month. And I also get 25% off anything else that I order. So Energize, which is our pre-workout, I get that 25% off. Recover, which I love, that's our strict protein only shake. I get that 25% off. Any apparel that I want. So we have some pretty darn cute clothes that I love. And they're very good for workouts. Obviously, they're very functional for workouts. I get those 25% off. Anything from the website, 25% off. We do, as coaches, pay a $16.95 fee. So here is what you will see as a coach. All right. So I'll just break it down. Every single month, I'm charged $16.95 plus that $105 for my Shakeology. Every single month. And then sometimes I buy extra things like Energize or Recover or Hydrate or just whatever. So every single month, that is what I pay. So I'm paying around $122-ish for my Shakeology. That's still cheaper than if I was not a coach. But a lot of people get really like concerned about that $16.95 fee. What's it for? Where is it going? I just want to lay this out here because it's mind-blowing to me and I'm thankful. I am super thankful for this fee. I know that sounds ridiculous, but when I explain it, you will be like, oh, that's a good deal. So my parents owned an automotive business. Like I said, I'll refer back to their business a lot. They have overhead that they have to pay. And so I had my dad like break it down for me one time. And the amount of money that they spend on either a mortgage or rent, plus electricity, plus water, plus sewage, plus trash, plus all the products that they have to buy and keep in store for use on vehicles, the overhead was silly, y'all. Silly. Like it was more than what I can't even explain to you how much it was. So they have all that every single month. Not to mention insurance, property taxes. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And just taxes in general, which I'll get to taxes too. But anyways, so you have all of that when you have a brick and mortar type business. Same thing with my parents' coffee shop that they own. They have to pay rent, even though they own the building. They pay rent to themselves. They have to pay electricity. They pay a mortgage. They pay the city taxes, like all of it. It is so ridiculous. This $16.95 fee, what it does for you is it allows you to be able to order your product and it's shipped to you within 7 business days. It allows for you to say, hey, I don't really know the answer to this. I'm going to call Coach Relations. And you have someone on that telephone within seconds answering your questions. It also, and if you have ever been in any other direct sale business, you will really appreciate this. This keeps you from having to keep product at your house. So in a lot of direct sales, like let's say this was a direct sales company like that, we would have to buy like 18 bajillion bags of Shakeology and have them sitting in our pantry and just hope they sell. But instead, we have people at headquarters who ship that for us and they store it for us in terms of we don't have to buy in bulk like that. It's just there for when people do order. So it is totally, absolutely, praise God, worth it for us to pay. Oh, and we get those links. And we get, it pays for our website. We do have a website that comes with this. And it pays for like Coach Back Office because someone has to run that. You know what I mean? So anyways, that is what all that is for. It is glorious. I promise you it pays for itself over and over again compared to what you'd have to pay if you were running a brick and mortar fitness business, especially with insurance and stuff. It's crazy. As far as taxes go, I did want to hit on that really quick because that's important. Just like with any taxes, you need to put like any small business, you need to put back about 22 to 23% of what you make for taxes the next year. So yes, that's a big chunk, but with any job, you're going to have to put that back no matter what. So put that back. And then another thing though, that is really cool is pretty much, everything that you purchase through Beachbody is a tax write-off. So that $16.95 fee is a tax write-off. This is highly debated. My accountant says that Shakeology is not tax deductible, but pretty much anyone else in the world says it is. So if you were doing your own taxes, you could totally write it off and be fine. My accountant says that she doesn't think it should be because it's consumable, but that's whatever. Every other coach, like even Holly Hillier, who's in the top 10, all these coaches, they write off Shakeology. So you can write that off. I write off my hotel room stays. any gas that I use to travel to get anywhere, any meals that I eat out when I'm doing a Beachbody related thing, even on team retreats, even if we're just going to grab a burger, that is still a Beachbody thing that we are doing together as a team. So I include that. And so you have tons of tax write-offs for this business. You can even write off clothing that you buy to work out in. So if you buy tennis shoes, that's a tax write-off because you use that for your business. So that's how that works. Okay, I'm going to move on. Here are your options. Like I said earlier, this team's looking for business builders. Like, we are moving and we're excited and we are running with this business because we see the income potential and we are making a really good income with this. And I'll share that here in a second. And if we aren't making a really good income, we're working toward that and we're doing really well with that. So you can, some of you already are, if you're watching this, you are already a discount coach. So what that does is you drink Shakeology on a regular basis. You don't make any sales whatsoever. You do not care to make sales, and you save $16 a month. It's still a good deal. It's still awesome. There's like no downside to that. Some of you are hobby coaches, and we have some of these on our team where they love the products. They enjoy sharing them with others. They enjoy posting their before and afters when they have them. And they enjoy posting things whenever it is convenient for them and sharing their fitness journey. And they love the extra spending cash for doing what they love. And usually these coaches are at least paying for their Shakeology. So they're basically getting Shakeology free plus some. Now, business builders, we go all in. We don't just do this when it's fun or when we feel like it. Like, we make this an all-out job. So like, just like we would set business hours in a real business, we set business hours and we are intentional with our business as well. These coaches are building a life of freedom, to not just time-wise, but also with money. I know for me, as an example, like, I spend 2 to 3 hours a day on this business, and it frees me up to be a mom the rest of the time and a wife the rest of the time. And so this business gives me freedom of time. I can also choose when I want to work my business, and so that's incredible. And then, I mean, like, no other jobs like that hardly. And then it also provides financially, which I'll share in a second. And all you do is just make sure you're consistent and that you really do the important tasks that we do as coaches, which I'll get into in trainings, and I'll share more about that. So here's an actual look at what we do. Right over here is a coach on our team in Team Forward Fitness. She's actually in my upline team, but she is part of my team. You can see her income progression there on the right side of the screen. In July 2015, when she started, she made $89.96. Guarantee that was all sales. None of that was probably a bonus. In July of the next year, she had increased her income to $1,700. Totally doable to give yourself a raise that big. By the next year, $2,100, and by the next year, $4,500. That's what's possible. If you'll look over here on the left side, that is Kim. She's also within our team. In her first year of coaching, 2016, she made first months in July, she made $190. The next year in that same month, she made $480. And then she decided to really kick it in and make $1,600 this year. And then, y'all, she's actually, since then, she has started making even more each month. She's doing really well. And obviously, you can also tell she's doing really well in her fitness journey. She competes in the bikini competitions that Beachbody has. So she completely rocks it. Now I want to share mine. And this was mind-blowing to me. I was like, I wonder how much more I made in this July than I did last July. So I looked up my numbers. Last July, I made $708.36. And this July, I made $1,431. $1,431.26. So what I did was, in 1 year, I doubled the income I was making each month. And I just want to let you guys know something really quick. This is psycho to me. My last job that I held, I was the assistant media specialist at the high school where I used to teach, but I stepped down to take that position because I was going on maternity leave. So I brought home, this is psycho, I brought home $700 each month working a 37.5 hour job each week. I made that. That's a normal salary for some people without a diploma, because that was a non-certified position, even though I had a teaching degree. So there's that. I was working 37.5 hours for that paycheck each week, and I probably work a total of 12 hours each week in my pajamas, making that last year. Then this year I doubled that. I can't even think of a job where you can double your income. So, and here's a concern that a lot of coaches, or a lot of potential coaches have, is it's like, well, what about a 401k? If you can double your income every year, I don't think you really have to worry about a 401k. Just start putting money back once you get to a point where you have the extra money. Like it's going to be actually safer that way. You just start your own Roth IRA, 401k, something, whatever like that, which my husband and I have done, and we are putting money back into. So instead of just getting it through that job, I'm getting it through an insurance salesman who's actually our friend. So we're helping our friend out in that way. We have life insurance and retirement that we can control, and it's not being controlled for us. So we love that. And then on top of that, with health insurance. So first of all, we had health insurance through my husband until he just quit his job. And we actually do Medi-Share now, but that's a whole other thing. But you just have to figure out health insurance for yourself, which is something that any small business owner has to do. So it's not a big deal. Like, there's health insurance out there for everybody for all different things. And by the way, guys, if you are in the health and fitness industry and you take health and fitness seriously, you're not going to be at the doctor very much. So my husband and I, like, health insurance wasn't even really a fear. I mean, obviously we want to be covered for an emergency, but we've got money saved up for that in that event. So health insurance, you just figure out what works for your family, and there's plenty of options out there. All right, so here is the exciting thing about joining our team. So it's not just like you by yourself doing this. You don't join our team and then go, oh my goodness, like, what do I do? We are a unit. We do things together. So first of all, you'll be plugged into a New Coach University where you'll get 14 days of training that you take at your own pace. So, like, you don't have to do it on those 14 days. Some coaches do it in like 2 days and finish it and get it over with and start rolling. And then some coaches, they have to spread it out maybe to 28 days or just whatever, depending on what life throws at them. But it is 14 days total in that sense of where you take your time. On Saturdays, we have like team calls, but really they're more like team hangouts. I will explain some things that are working for the team, or maybe we'll have a guest speaker explain some things that are really motivational and helpful and just practical. But really what we do on that call is just like hang out and get to know each other and just say, talk about things that are working for us and things that aren't working for us, and just share where we are and how, if anyone else was here, how did you grow out of that? Or how did you make this work? Or does anyone have any ideas for the upcoming challenge group? Like, it's so much fun just hearing each other and encouraging and supporting each other. And then we have, I don't have this on here necessarily, but we also have an Emerald call to help you move up to the next level so that you can increase your income, but without being salesy, which I've talked about in that other video. Like, we're not about being salesy, but we are about sharing this and bringing this opportunity to other women in a way that makes sense, in a way that is exciting and fun. We also have other training calls just for each rank after Emerald. There we go. You also get access to a coach training site. So that $16.95 fee, part of that fee gives you a website, gives you a back office, like I explained. And in that back office, you have all sorts of training to take this business and run with it. Like, you could even outperform me on this easily. Like, you can out earn me. So you can go at a pace that you want to go. You can go faster, you can go slower, whatever whatever you want. Like, this business is your business. You take it as seriously or as not seriously as you want to take it. You also get one-on-one calls with me and your upline coach, if I'm not your direct upline, but you would also have access to me as well. You'll get resources and documents and guides to help you share with others. So, like, a lot of people have this fear that they're going to join and we're just going to go, all right, cool, you're a coach, see ya. But the reality is we give you tons of resources. We give you examples of how to have conversations with people. We give you examples of how we grow our social media following. We give you, just literally all sorts of things. We give you product training guides so that you actually know why Shakeology is the best thing in the entire world. You'll get training from top coaches in the organization. So we have Facebook groups for just coaches, and you actually have to be verified to be in these groups. And so you get to get live training from them. And then we also have a lot of trips, which are really, really fun. Like, my husband and I are going on an all expense paid, all inclusive vacation for 5 nights in March, and it's completely paid for through this business. Not that I paid for it, but I earned it. So, like, I got my commissions and paychecks, and then I also am going to earn this cruise. There's also like annual leadership conferences and just all sorts of super fun things that you can do with this business. Like, it really is real, and it's hard to believe that. But on top of that, you get a community of women that truly cares for each other and supports each other's dreams. Like, I can't emphasize that enough, how wonderful that's been, how much I have needed that, how much that was like really what drew me into this. Obviously the income was needed because we all got to eat, but the community of women was absolutely an answered prayer I didn't know I needed. So here's what you do next. All right. If I invited you to this call, you message me and you let me know what kind of coach you think you want to be. If one of the coaches on our team is inviting you to this call or is inviting you to this, letting you watch this video or get access to this or whatever, text them. Don't text me. Text them and tell them what kind of coach you want to be. Okay. Then you'll set up a time they will set up a time to call you and walk you through the enrollment process, or they'll send you an email to walk you through the enrollment process. And if you are wanting to be a hobby or a business building coach, ask your sponsor to get you involved in a new coach training group or the New Coach University as soon as possible, because those videos are so helpful and they get you plugged in right away. And then the biggest thing is to be an apprentice coach in your coach's next challenge group to get firsthand experience. So chances are you've probably already been in a challenge group or may already be in one at this very minute. But if you are not, you want to get plugged into that challenge group to see what those are like, to see how you encourage women, to see how you help track their progress and keep them accountable and all of those things. So there you go. I am just super thrilled to share this with you guys and just grow our team, and hopefully you'll see just how incredible this is as well. Like, for the longest time, I just thought, oh my goodness, I could never do this, or I don't have what it takes. But I just decided one day just to do it. And it has just been the biggest blessing. I literally have an income through this. I'm doubling that income each year in the month that I am working it. Just lean into this. Like, if you feel the slightest nudge, I promise you it's not a mistake. Like, if you feel the nudge, then you need to check this out for sure. All right, so go ahead, message your upline or whoever invited you. If that's me, then that's awesome. I can't wait to hear from you. And we'll set up a time to chat. All right, bye.